Srisailesh Dayapatram Divakyadi Gunarnavam Yatintra Pravanam Bhande Ramyacha Mataram Munim Lakshminada Samarambham Nathayamanamathyamam Asmadacharya Paryandham Vande Guru Parambaram Yonityam Achyutapadam Bhujayukma Rukma Vyamoghadastathitarani Trinayamene Asmadgurur Bhagavadosya Dhayeka Santoho Ramanujasya Charanau Sharanam Prapatye Mata Pita Yuvadeyas Dhanaya Vibhudihi Sarvam Yateva Niyamena Matanvayanam Atyasya Kollabadir Vahalaviramam Srimattadangri Yohalam Pranamami Murtha Bodham Sarascha Mahadah Vaya Vattanada Shri Bhaktizara Kulasekhara Yogi Vahan Bhaktangrirenu Parakala Yatintra Mishran Srimat Parangusamanim Pranatosmi Nityam Chudi Kudutta Shudargudiye Tolbhavai Padi Yoruda Valla Palvalayai Nadini Venkatavarki Yenna Vidiyenna Inmatram Nam Kadava Vanname Nalku. Namaskaram to all. Continuing our Pashurams on the great Prabandham of Kodanachiyar, Sri Andal on the Thiruppavai. Today's Pashuram is in the fifth day, the fifth Pashuram. This is the last Pashuram of the Mangalasashanam. As Adiyan mentioned, the first 5 Pashurams of Thiruppavai is a Mangalasashanam to Emperuman. She has taken the 5 forms of Emperuman, and we already saw the 4 forms in the first 4 Pashurams. And today's Pashuram is going to also talk about the 5th form, which is the Acha Avataram of Emperuman, Acharupam, and she is going to praise Emperuman Kannan himself into this Pashuram. Let us do the Anusanthanam of the Pashuram and see the meaning of this Pashuram. Mayanai Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai Thuya Perunir Yamunai Thuraivanai Ayar Kulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Seida Damodaranai Thuyamai Vandanam Thumalar Thuviththozhudu Vaayinal Paadi Manathinal Sindhikka Poya Pizhayum Pugutharuvan Endranavum Thiyinil Thosagum Seppelor Embhavai. In this Pashuram, she is also introducing another Tirunamam of Emperuman, and also she is praising the Emperuman in Mathura, Kannan, where it's a birthplace of Kannan, the great place of what she is remembering, which Kannan has been there. He was born there, and then he later went to Ayarpadi in Vrindavanam, and then he was brought up there. So she is remembering those. Mayanai, so she starts with the word Mayan. Mayan is a Tirunamam with which we call Emperuman. This refers to the countless good behaviors and the character of Emperuman. That's what Mayan means. Mayan should not be confused with the magician or Mayai. In Tamil, it's also another meaning. Those who does the magics, or those are people, we call it out as a Mayai. But that is different from Mayan. Mayan here, she refers to the countless number of good behavior that one has got. He is the only one who has got that type of a countless behavior of good characters. So if you can find all the type of a good characters, it starts with Emperuman Sriman Narayanan is what that this particular word Mayan refers to. Emperuman has got several Tirunamam, countless number of Tirunamam. So he has got several names. Similar to that, several characters. You cannot count what are all the good characters. Even then, in one of the Grantham, in the Sharanagati Gatyam, Sri Ramanujara Purvacharya, he mentions there are several characters of Emperuman, and he also specifies Svabhavika Navadigadishaya Jnana Pala Aishwarya Virya Shakti Deja Saushilya Vatsalya Mardava Arjava Sauhartha Samya Karunya, Mathurya, Gambhirya, Audharya, Chadurya, Stairya, Dhairya, Shaurya, Parakrama, Satyakama, Satyasangalpa, Kriditpa, Kridanyadatya Sangeya, Kalyana Gunaganauka Makarnava. So he is just telling about the various characteristics, the good characters, each one has got a deep meaning about the different characters. All these things put together is why we call Emperuman as Mayan. This is only representative characters that what Sri Ramanuja has listed here. So Emperuman, in each of the Rupam, each of his Tirunamam, with the various forms, he has got a different good characters, and that is what here Mayanai. So Andal took that word very beautifully here and talking about Mayanai. Mannu Vadamadurai Maindhanai. Mannu means it's always permanently the great places. When Emperman himself has born there and he has been living there, it's a great place. What else you would need into this world? If you take Rama is born in Ayodhya, it's one of the great permanent place. So they are all something that it will be there, whether history is there or not, but these are all something that permanent, nobody can destroy. That's the same thing for Vadamadurai, Mannu Vadamadurai. Here the Vadamadurai means there is a Madurai in south side. This Vadamadurai is the Mathura in the north, what she refers to here. Mannu Vadamadurai, the great permanent glory place, which is the Mathura. Mannu Vadamadurai Maindanai. Maindan means he is the place. So you are just saying that this person is from this particular place. So she is referring to Kannan there. He is the Mathura person. So he is the great youth from Mathura. Mannu Vadamadurai Maindane, who has been born in Mathura. Thuyappirunir Yamunai Thuraivanai. The great pure river Yamuna is flowing there, and in the banks of those Yamuna is all this Vrindavan and all the Mathura, and she is referring here to Thuyappirunir Yamunai Thuraivan. Kannan is also called as the name Yamunai Thuraivan. So here one of the great Acharya called Sri Alavandar, we call in the Guru Parambarai, he is also called Yamunai Thuraivan, because his grandfather is our Purva Acharya, Srimat Nathamunihal. Because of his great and hard effort, today we are all enjoying the Nalayara Divya Prabandham, the 4,000 Pashurams. Because of his hard work, he prayed and he got this for us from with Anugraham of Nammalvar and Sri Madhuragavi Alvar. And Srimat Nathamunihal, at that time, he was in Mathura doing Kainkariam to Kannan there, Yamunai Thuraivan. At that time, the grandson was born in the south. He was born in Kattumannar Koil near in Tamil Nadu. And when he heard the news that he has a grandson, then he named, because he was serving at that time Kannan, Yamunai Thuraivan, the same name was given to this child, and he became a great Acharya, Sri Alavandar Yamunacharya. We call Yamunai Thuraivan, and he has been the Acharya for Sri Ramanuja. So that's a history here. So that Yamunai Thuraivan is a great Tirunamam of Emperuman. Thuyappirunir Yamunai Thuraivanai Ayarkulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai. And Kannan himself took the Gopikas, Ayarkulam, or the ones who are living with the cows in Vrindavanam. So Kannan decided to come into this world as one of them, because to uplift them into the Ayarkulam. And so he born as one of them, and he has been friends with all of those Gopikas and all the Ayarkulam. That we call it out as Ayarkulam is the one who are from those places of Vrindavanam, living with the cows. And so he was one of them, and he is the one who uplifted them and being there with them. How much of the blessings those people have got, because they have been together with Kannan in the Dwapara Yukam. And that's what she is praising. Ayarkulathinil Thondrum Anivilakkai Thayai Kudal Vilakkam Seida Damodaranai. Thayai means the mother. So he really made his mother very, very proud. So we in Tamil we call it out as the Kudal Vilakkam means the stomach is very much chilled or something like that in exact English meaning, but it is actually making the mother so much proud. What else a mother would be when the son is great and he is making everything great for this world, then the mothers get there. They are very proud of those child. Here the Thai refers to Kannan. He was born for Devaki and Vasudeva. On the same night, if you know the story, the same night he was brought to Vrindavanam here, and he was put into the Yashoda's Tirumaligai, and the girl child of Yashoda was taken back to Vasudevar, because the Kamshan, who was waiting to kill this eighth child of Devaki, so Emperuman made this arrangement in order that he himself, who was born as a Kannan, he will go into Yashoda. So he was born for as a mother. Devaki is Kannan's mother, but then he was brought up by Yashoda. So here he made proud of both of them. So it can refer to Thaye Kudal Vilakkam Seda Damodaran. Here Thaye Kudal Vilakkam, in the first line, you can take it out as a Devaki. But when Andal says the next Tirunamam, Damodaran refers to an incident that happened with Yashoda. So she is very carefully choosing that. She is also referring to Devaki. At the same time, she is giving that Damodaran means here, she is also referring to Yashoda, because Yashoda is the one who brought up Kannan, and she had a great blessings of Emperuman to be mother of Emperuman himself. And when she was bringing, Damodaran is a great another Tirunamam. So we saw each of these Pashurams, we are seeing Varpanaban was the previous Tirunamam we learned. Damodaran, because Kannan used to do a lot of mischiefs, as a naughty boy. He used to go there and take all the butters from all the neighbors. So whoever has got a butter, milk, so he will drink. And they were all enjoying, actually, because Kannan, the kid was so naughty. And but still, they will come and complain to Yashoda that Kannan has drank all the milk, or he ate all the butter from our house, and like that. So Yashoda keep on, she was warning Kannan not to do that, but still Kannan was doing that. So on one day, what she did, she just with a rope, she tied Kannan to a stone, which we call it out as a ural, where we may just make this rice powders and things. No, so in Tamil it is called as ural. So she tied it, and then she thought that this small boy will not be able to move, but he moved together with this hard stone, and he started to walk and go in between two trees, and so on. The story of Kannan goes like that. So where this Damodaran comes, because of the rope that what she tied to the abdomen of the lower stomach side of Emperuman, he had that scar. Even if you look at that one, because of the rope. So that is the Udaram, we call it out as that abdomen. So that scar, who has got that scar is what that this name refers to, Damodaran. And so that's called as a Thambu Kair. So in Tamil, we call it out as a Thambu, which is the type of a rope. And so she has tied him with that rope, and he has a scar. And this name of Damodaran refers to the incident that happened with Yashoda. That's why Thaye Kudal Vilakkam Seida Damodaranai. So now she's giving all the paratvam. You see the beauty, the glory, the Mayan, the great character of Kannan, and what are all the good characters that Emperuman has got. So this is how we do. She is doing the Mangalasasanam and praising the glory of Kannan. Tuyomai. Now what we should be doing for this Kannan, she is telling. Tuyomai Vandunam Tumalar Tuvittudu Vayanal Padi Manathinal Sindhika. Three things she is telling. If you remember our Avatarika, the introduction, this is what exactly that what Varaha Peruman told Bhumi Bharatya. Three things one has to do. Chanting the Tirunamam of Emperuman and keep remembering him in the heart, within ourselves. Always we should have our thoughts towards him, and then doing the flower pushpa kaingaryam, we call the flower. With the flowers they could do the archanai. So she is telling to Yomai Vandanam, we take all those things, keep ourselves remembering this great Kannan, and Tumalar Tubi. Tumalar Tubi means flower. So just let us do the puja with flowers to Emperuman Kannan. Vayanal Padi, what else we can sing? His Tirunamam. There are countless Tirunamam of him. So let us chant his Tirunamam. Even just doing the chanting of this Thiruppavai 30 Pashurams, you will find so many of the Tirunamams of Emperuman. So that's why when we chant this one, we always chant the Tirunamam of Emperuman, Vayanal Padi, Manathinal Sindika. We should always align our thoughts towards, because this is a very difficult one, because of all our karmas of the past, our thoughts will not be always aligned. So these thoughts have to be keep on coming. What we can do by chanting Thiruppavai and so on, we can do, Jivatmas like us, at least can do a thoughts towards Emperuman. So she is telling during this Vratham, they are going to do all these things. They are going to think about Kannan. Their thoughts are going to be fully on Kannan, and they are going to do the Pushpa Puja for Kannan, and they are going to continue this Margazhi Vratham like this. Poya Pidayum Pugudaruvan Nintranavum. So she is any of the things that is the wrong things that we have done. Okay, whatever that we have done something wrong. We might do something wrong because we are all human beings, and we have done so many things. But if you do all these things, or to Emperuman and do the Pushpa Kainkaryam, all these bad things that what we have done or what we are going to do, even otherwise, they will all be gone. How? When you just put a small dust into a fire, how in a second that dust is gone by just burning, all our bad things, bad heats will go off if we do this. Vayanal Padi Manathinal Sindika Poya Pidayum Pugudaruvan Nintranavum Tiyinil Tusahum. So Ti means it's a fire. So whatever that we have done in the past, whatever the wrong things that probably without knowing that we are going to do into this Vratham, all of this, if we do these three things and keep remembering Kannan, and let's do that, and all these things will be gone like a moment with a fire. A dust that gets burnt into a fire, it takes only just not even a second to a small dust will just immediately go off from our eyes. The same way, all these bad things will go off when we keep doing this with Emperuman Kannan. Cheppelo Rambavai. Let us do this one and start praising Kannan. So that's how she took this Pashuram to do the Mangalasashanam of Emperuman Kannan in Mathura. And that's why we call it out as the Archa Avataram. And she is praising. So we have so many of those temples where Emperuman Srimannarayanan is there in the Divyastalangal, 108 Divyastalangal, or even in many of the places. And we can go in that Rupam, we can have the thoughts towards him and do the Pushpa Puja, for offer a Pushpa Kainkaryam to him, and chant his Tirunamam. That itself is going to give us all the bad things are going to get rid of us, is what that Andal is trying to conclude into this Pashuram. So she is also on that one telling her own friends during this Vratham that we are going to do this for Kannan, and with that we would be able to get the Anugraham of Kannan, is what that in this Pashuram she is telling. So this is the Archa Rupa Mangalasashanam that Andal is making it up as part of his first 5 Pashurams to do the Mangalasashanam for Emperuman Srimannarayanan. We will continue from the next 10 from 6th to 15th Pashuram, the 10 Pashurams. She is going to wake up 10 different friends who are representing those 5 lakhs Gopikas who have been living in the Dwapara Yukam, and how each of the characters of each of those girls, the friends, she is also giving respect to all the Adiyars. We will see the greatness of Andal from each of those Pashurams. She gives also many of the glories of Emperuman in each of those Pashurams. We will continue to enjoy those Pashurams from the next parts. We will finish this session here today. Srimade Ramanujaya Namaha. Alvarugal Tiruvadigalé Sharanam, Emperumanar Tiruvadigalé Sharanam, Jiyar Tiruvadigalé Sharanam, Acharyan Swami Tiruvadigalé Sharanam.